All right, Richard, we have another Fantasy Goodfellas video where we talk about the top 24 quarterbacks for Week 11. But before we get started, let's review how we did for Week 10.
In Week 10, we got 20 of 24, correct? In our top 10, we hit on 7. 7 quarterbacks in our top 10 were in the real top 10. So, boom. Another good week for quarterbacks.
Well, let's get started for the top 24 quarterbacks for Week 11. The Fantasy Goodfellas.
Rolling on the field.
The Fantasy Goodfellas.
And number 1, we have Kyler Murray at Seattle. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes at Las Vegas. Number 3, Russell Wilson, home against Arizona. So the usual suspects up at the top. And number 4, Justin Herbert, home against the Jets. Good matchup. And number 5, we have Deshaun Watson, home against New England. Deshaun Watson might appear to be a little high, but I like him. I like him in the top 10. I like him this week. Ryan?
Deshaun Watson. He's 8th in the league in passing with 2,539 yards. He's 9th in the league in passing TDs with 18. And he's 7th in the league in QB rushing with 233 yards. He's a top QB on a bad team.
And number 6, Aaron Rodgers at Indianapolis. Here's someone that everyone was down on in the preseason. And man, has he come on strong. Ryan?
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers. He's 2nd in the league in TD passes with 26 and only has 3 interceptions. He's 7th in the league with 2,578 yards, and he was doubted this season, but if you believed in him, you're getting rewarded.
Absolutely, and even against Indianapolis, right? This is a tough matchup on paper. You can't count Aaron Rodgers out. And number 7, Ben Roethlisberger at Jacksonville. Here's a guy that's starting to heat up. And what was a balanced Pittsburgh offensive attack earlier in the season is now basically a passing attack. And number 8, Matt Ryan at New Orleans. This is a good matchup. Matt Ryan still among the league leaders in passing yards. And number 9, Tom Brady home against the Rams. And we were saying it last week. Tom Brady's going to rebound in a big way, and he did. Ryan, Tom Brady.
He's going against the Los Angeles Rams that's ranked 3rd against the pass, 5th against the rush. So it's going to be a difficult matchup. Can't wait to see how that plays out.
I hear where you're coming from. I don't think he's going to have another dud, no. And number 10, Lamar Jackson, home against Tennessee. Again, we rank him in our top 10 because of the legs, even though, he's borderline right now, like a top 10 quarterback fantasy, because again, he's not passing for much, but he needs to run for more. At 11, Joe Burrow at Washington. We believe in the rookie. Pittsburgh did what Pittsburgh does to him, and he wasn't as effective this week, but we expect him to rebound against the Redskins. And number 12, Matt Stafford at Carolina. A good matchup, and we'll see if Stafford heats up for the latter part of the season. And number 13, Jared Goff at Tampa Bay. The Rams, strong offense, but Tampa Bay, strong defense. We'll see who wins out this battle. At number 14, we have Tua Tagovailoa at Denver. Tua's showing us a lot. Ryan, you have more on that.
Yeah, he looked good out there. His passes were sharp. His decision-making was quick. And so far, in his 3 starts, he has 5 passing TDs, 0 interceptions, to go along with 519 passing yards and 34 rushing yards. And he's only been sacked 4 times. He's getting those quick reads, delivering the ball pretty accurate.
I agree. I mean, that's part of the equation. Quarterbacks, sacks are 50% offensive line, 50% quarterback. I think if quarterbacks make quick decisions, quick reads, those sack numbers are going down. But Tua's showing us something the Dolphins haven't had in a while. And number 15, Kirk Cousins, home against Dallas. Good matchup for Kirk Cousins, but again, it's been the Dalvin Cook show, even though this week Cousins did pass for nearly 300 yards. And number 16, Derek Carr, home against Kansas City. Derek Carr started off very well, is starting to cool down, but he's got a matchup in which he has to keep up with Patrick Mahomes. At number 17, Cam Newton at Houston. Good matchup for Cam. Cam's been inconsistent, but if he's going to do something, it's going to be this week. At number 18, we have Ryan Tannehill at Baltimore. Tannehill's been solid, even though he's starting to slow down, and he's got another tough matchup this week. At number 19, Carson Wentz at Cleveland. Carson Wentz is the epitome of inconsistency. I mean, Philadelphia is set up to win that division, and, you know, he might blow it. At number 20, Teddy Bridgewater, home against Detroit. Good matchup for Teddy. He's got the receivers. He has the weapons. So he might have McCaffrey back. Again, inconsistent here. 21, Phillip Rivers, home against Green Bay. We'll see what Phillip Rivers does. To date, he is the Achilles heel on this team. At number 22, Jameis Winston, home against Atlanta. We don't know what to expect from Jameis.
This is the best game to start. He's going against Atlanta, which is ranked 31st against the pass. So it's looking good for a guy coming off the bench, starting for the first time, going against a bad defense.
Yeah, you're right. But again, because we haven't seen him this year, we're going to keep him at 22. At 23, we have Alex Smith, home against Cincinnati. This is a good matchup. And Alex Smith actually had a good passing game in week 10. But still, we don't fully trust him, so he's at 23. And at 24, we have Baker Mayfield, home against Philadelphia. Another guy who is the Achilles heel of his team. Can he turn it around? And can the Cleveland Browns make the playoffs? And that is it. That is our top 24 for week 11.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on here and sharing. It's getting good right now, right? It's near the end of the season. People are kind of fading. They're not checking our videos as much, so we hope they lose if they don't watch this video.
Yeah. Good luck to everyone who watches our videos.
All right.